you've got the knowledge you need to be able to survive. Good morning and welcome to the Prepared and More YouTube channel. Today we're going to answer one of the most common questions that we get. And that question is, what books do you recommend for prepping? Well, first of all, I need to kind of explain something. There's really, in my opinion, two different categories of books. And those two categories are books that you really use before an event. And those are books, the how to prep, why to prep, and those types of things, as well as books for skills and that kind of thing. Then the second category of books, that's what we're going to kind of talk about today, are books that you would use after things hit the fan. So skills and how to live, that type of thing after an event has occurred. And so there's really a series of books that I highly recommend for reference books to keep around so that when it all hits the fan, you've got the knowledge you need to be able to survive. And so let's talk about these series of books. The series of books are called Wisdom and Know-How books, and there's actually 5 in the series. I have 4 of them. So let's talk about the first one here. The first one's called Natural Healing, Wisdom and Know-How, and the subtitle there is Useful Practices, Recipes, and Formulas for a Lifetime of Health. And so basically it's got here 7,062 skills and step-by-step instructions for natural healing. So in the absence of a normal hospital or doctor and medicines and those types of things, natural healing is going to be really important. And I know a lot of preppers already practice those type skills, and that is really good. But here's also a good reference book that literally has hundreds and hundreds, thousands of different ideas over, looks like about 900 pages of information about natural healing, wisdom, and know-how. So that's one of the books I recommend. By the way, all these books will have a link down in the description, so you can click on that and purchase those on Amazon if you want. That's where I've gotten all these from. The next one I recommend, again in this same series, is the Garden Wisdom and Know-How book. And again, it's got over 7,000 charts, lists, tips, instructions, diagrams, and illustrations. Again, all the information you would want to know about gardening. And again, many of you have gardens already, and this could be a useful book even now, but especially after it all hits the fan. I'm planning on making sure I have a good garden going, and I'm going to need some assistance with that, so that's a great book. Then the next one is called Country Wisdom and Know-How, and it's everything you need to know to live off of the land. So kind of an ultimate homesteaders type of book. Again, this one's got over 8,000 skills and step-by-step instructions. Again, a great book that has all kinds of information. And again, it'll have some of the gardening things. It'll have some of the natural health things. But it's just a great compilation of things you need to know to live off of the land. And that's going to, again, be an important skill after it all hits the fan. But the number one book, and again in this series, but the number one book I absolutely recommend, and I show it off every time I get an opportunity, is this book, and it's called Survival Wisdom and Know-How. Everything you need to know to survive in the wilderness. And again, the ultimate prepper book, in my opinion, is this book. It's got over 7,845 useful steps and skills, and it teaches you everything from animals and plants that you would need to know, wild animals, how to kill animals, how to hunt animals, those types of things. It's going to talk about finding sources of water, how to purify water. All the different things you would need to know to be able to survive off of the land is included in one book. The cool thing, not only do I think all these books are wonderful and comprehensive books on their subject matter individually, but they're relatively inexpensive. For, I don't know, $20, $25 a piece, you can get these books, keep them in your library. You can reference them now, but especially, in my case, I want to have these around for reference after it all hits the fan. When I don't have the internet, when I don't have YouTube, when I don't have anything like that available to look up this information, I'm going to have a great reference library. And these are just 4 of my approximately 100 books that I have in my library, but I think these are some of the top 4 that I have, and I recommend you get them too. So follow the links down below. You can purchase these books on Amazon following those links. We also encourage you to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we'll see you next time on Prepared and More.